Alam, I Toto, Ala Nunugeno, Ala Tetogeno, Ala Yufigeno. Let's live in peace and sympathy. One love and keep in a society. No matter where you there, make you don't forget in every day. I'm black and I'm proud of my skin. I get it represent. I'm someone like that. No matter where I got it, go. I'm someone like that. Cause I'm proud of my country. I gotta keep it moving.
Jam mix, baby. Let's go. I feel so high. I dig from grass to grace. I touch the sky. I Makawai. Ilemo wa mi otila. I dig me a later. Moraye mo safaye. Moja. Moka. Lati kekere mo tinsaba. Inu moba. Ninu ola. I'm a bona fide stripper from the beginning. I'm a hit maker. Papa love you for me. Gonna those days. One gist, one slickers, we know the true days. Now things don't change. Change that baby way.
I'm black and I'm proud. I'm represent. I'm someone like that.
Jam mix, baby.
I'm someone like that. Cause I'm bad with my country.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we proceed, Emma, Jam mix.
And yo, it's pitiful when people say Niger is terrible and they mean it so literal. We sometimes overcritical. I rep for the Federal Republic and the general public because I love it. Speaking in any publishing, moving straight like a hetero. Speaking with every syllable until they know we sellable. We got resources mineral. We cheddar for we arrogant. Africa's giant citizens, we residents, and we get money like we 50 cents. The beautiful, the powerful, magnificent is evident. We resilient no matter who the president. We celebrate, accelerate, and elevate. You can't win us like we celebrate. Overnight job boys just chillin'. I'm black and I'm proud and I love it. It's a wonderful feeling. See, John Mix is killing with the beat and I'm spilling. So people, raise your glass to the ceiling.
I gotta keep it moving. I'm representing.
Me happy I'm a night. Me happy I'm a night. Happy I'm a night. It's another Jam Mix classic.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Because of the fans of all the supporters here, it's really amazing. You know, after I miss such an opportunity like that, to hear them chant my name and wanting me to go even more harder, I think for me it's really an amazing feeling. That's why I will always play my heart for this club and the fans also.
Well, Victor Osimhen, after getting the winner for Galatasaray last night in the UEFA Champions League, is an Omonaija. The reason I had to play that song, Omonaija, Jamix G, nice MI. Happy anniversary, Nigeria. My name is Oladakwa Okunubi. Welcome to Kiko Sports Show. October 1, Nigeria's independence anniversary. Hey, I'm a Nigerian. I'm Omonaija, and I will keep hoisting the country's flag wherever I find myself. And that is what we do on Solutions 93.9 FM. Well, Victor Osimhen had to hoist Nigeria's flag out there last night, not for red card, but for that goal that separated the Turkish side against the Liverpool side. Well, back-to-back defeats for Arne Slot's side from the defeats in the English Premier League, now going to the UEFA Champions League. Matches are going down tonight across Europe. We'll let you know more about that. Well, games going down in Spain, in Italy, in Germany, in England, France, and more to go down. But hey, let's go on a break, and when we come back, we start with tennis and talk more on the show. Remember, we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. Let's go. Now listen. As a player, you owe yourself, your team, your coach, and your fans good health. Don't joke with your health. Your superpower is your good health.
Yes, sir! Yes, coach! Let's go! This message is powered by Solutions 93.9 FM.
All right, now check the time, 9:05 from Solutions 93.9 FM. Joel Luatoi Adelabu, good morning to you. Now let's go straight and start with tennis. World number 1, Carlo Alcaraz defeated number 5, Taylor Free, 6-4, 6-4, 2 straight sets in the Japan Open final on Tuesday night for his 8th singles title this year. It is also could be Alcaraz's last match for a few weeks, as later announced he will skip the Shanghai Masters that opened today. Now, he injured, looking at what happened. He posted on his social media page saying, and I quote, "I've been struggling with some physical issues, and after discussing with my team, we believe the best decision is to rest and recover." Alcaraz injured an ankle in the first round, but overcame that and dropped only 1 set in Tokyo. Now, talking about another update, Yannick Sinner won his 11th straight career match against Alex de Minaur and advanced to the final of the China Open, where he will play United States teenager Leonard Tien today. Now, a quick look at what is currently happening. Yannick Sinner defeated Leonard Tien this morning 6-2, 6-2 to claim the China Open ATP 500. Congratulations to Yannick Sinner. Now, looking at more updates on the show, looking at the China Open WTA 1000 this morning, a live update we are tracking. Anastasia Potapova is currently trading Linda Noskova 2-6, 4-6 in the tennis championship. Well, she just confirmed out of the China Open WTA 1000, losing 2-6, 4-6. Now, in the next few minutes, Mira Andreeva will be up against Sone Qatar. Ziga Swate will take on Emma Navarro by 12 o'clock. Marta Kostyuk will battle Jessica Pegula by 1:30 p.m. Looking at updates coming from the Shanghai Rolex Masters ATP 1000, the battle between Marin Cilic and Corentin Moutet has been cancelled. But looking at other winners of their games today at the Shanghai Rolex Masters, Mata Bellucci, David Goffin, Jan Bernard, Lusa Naudi all won their matches today alongside Daniel Admire. But live updates we are currently tracking at the moment from the Shanghai Rolex Masters, seeing Jonathan Thompson up against August Holmgren. And looking at that, Holmgren won the first set 6-4, lost the second set 3-6, and currently trailing the third set 2-3 against Jordan Thompson. Another live update here, Andrea Manarino won the first set against Matteo Berrettini 7-5, and the second set is tied 1-1. Marin Cilic is up against Nicolas Basilashvili. Cilic is currently leading the first set 3-1. By 9:20, Yoshito Nishioka will take on Alexander Shevchenko as Laszlo Juri battles Valentin Vakirat by 9:30. Looking at more updates going down today, Lorenzo Sonego will take on Yannick Hoffman by 11:45 and 1 p.m. Fabian Marizan battles Stans Wawrinka. Now, away from that this morning, let's go straight talk football as we look at what we're going down today across Nigeria. I'll talk about Nigerian teams as well. Back-to-back defeats we can call for Nigeria. But hey, despite the poor results coming for Nigeria male football teams across different competitions, age grade competitions. Remember, the FIFA Under-20 World Cup for male is ongoing. Remember, Nigeria lost yesterday. But it is what it is. And not also good news for the other cadre. But hey, whoever you are, wherever you are, as a Nigerian, keep representing, because Nigeria know they carry lasts.
From the east to the west, now we they carry first. From the north to the south, go to the south. You go see say we get mouth, cause we know they carry last. Nigeria know they carry last. We dey ball like Okocha or Aziza to Shola, Agba Bola, and we fit carry shoulder, cause we know they carry last. Oh no. faster. But we live on for them, cause now we get superstar. But now we see the video. If you feel me, let me know. Cause we know they carry last. What are you there for Canada? Orile or Ipaja? Whether you come from Italo, Birmingham or from Kano. One thing I know, Eminado. Now we they carry the world, so we know if we carry last. Mama, we know if we carry last. Yeah. So raise your hand wherever you are. 2 fingers for me if you love Naija. We going higher till we reach that top. One thing is sure. Naija know they carry last.
Well, Naija know they carry last. Check the time. It is 9:11. We keep mixing Nigerian tunes for you this morning because it is the anniversary edition of the Kickoff Sports Show live on Solutions 93.9 FM. No station does it better. My name is Oladapo Okunubi, and we're still talking sports here. Don't get it twisted. Now, let's talk Nigerian football this morning. Talking about the Nigeria Premier Football League. One game is going down today. It's a rescheduled NPFL game, and that is the battle between Rivers United and Niger Tornadoes. Now, looking at that particular encounter, it is the match day 6 clash between the two sides. Looking at Rivers United, team placed 5th on the NPFL log, and Niger Tornadoes is placed 3rd. Now, looking at Niger Tornadoes, has played 5 matches this season. This will be the 6th game for Rivers United. Has played 4 matches this season, and this will be the 5th game for the team. For Rivers United, remember the team had to play on the continent in the CAF Champions League qualifiers, and the team has got 8 points from 4 matches, winning 2, drawing 2, yet to lose a game this season. But with that unbeaten run continue today, we keep our fingers crossed. Well, the team has scored 3 goals so far this season, conceding 1. Well, for Niger Tornadoes, the team out of 5 matches has won 3, drawn none, and lost 2, scoring 6 and conceding 4 goals this season, amassing 9 points from 5 matches. But let's keep our fingers crossed to see what happens in the NPFL match day 6 rescheduled game between the two sides. But remember, some matches are also to go down tomorrow in the Nigeria Premier Football League. Abia Warriors will take on Remo Stars. Remember, the two teams are played on the continent for qualifiers. Remo Stars in the CAF Champions League qualifiers, Abia Warriors in the CAF Confederations Cup. Kwara United, remember, played in the CAF Confederations Cup qualifiers as well. We're playing against Plateau United 4 p.m. tomorrow. But Kwara United, Abia Warriors are already out of Continental Football Showpiece qualifiers. Now, let's talk about Nigeria's under-17 national team, Ghana's Black Starlet. Advanced to the final of the WAFU Zone B Under-17 Championship after defeating Nigeria's Golden Eaglets 2-0 in the semi-finals on Tuesday. The victory also means Ghana has secured qualification for the 2026 Under-17 AFCON in Morocco. The coach Manu Garba-led side thrashed the Benin Republic 4-1 and drew goalless with Burkina Faso. And the other semi-finals are also decided on Tuesday. Host Côte d'Ivoire edged Burkina Faso 2-1 to seal the qualification ticket to next year's Under-17 AFCON. Now let's talk about Nigeria's Super Eagles opportunity in the World Cup qualifiers. But I think it is now more focused on Benin Republic than Nigeria's Super Eagles. However, Cheetahs of Benin Republic head coach Gonoro has said FIFA's decision to deduct South Africa's 3 points is coming very late. On Monday, FIFA announced that they have awarded Lesotho 3 goals, 3 points in the Group C qualifier that took place on 21st of March. Now, Bafana initially won the match 2-0, but fielded Tebaho Mokoena, who was supposed to be suspended, having picked up 2 yellow cards previously in the group stages. Although, remember, for South Africa's Football Association, SAFA has come out to say that they will have to contest that decision by FIFA. Now, the outcome of the judgment means Raw's team, who are on 14 points, top the group, while Bafana also on 14 points as second. Nigeria Super Eagles with 11 points and Rwanda same 11 points, third and fourth respectively. Now, for Warriors of Zimbabwe, head coach Michel Nies has announced his squad for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against South Africa and Lesotho. Zimbabwe will first face Bafana of South Africa on Friday, October 10 at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban. This venue will serve as home away from home for Zimbabwe, as the country currently has no FIFA-approved stadiums. Zimbabwe remains winless in Group C, having lost 4 matches and drawn 4. from 8 games with just 2 fixtures remaining. For Nigeria Super Eagles, we'll be hoping that Zimbabwe avoid defeat against Bafana to stand a chance of qualifying for next year's FIFA World Cup. Well, today is Nigeria's independence anniversary, so I don't want to sound negative this morning. But remember, no 10 shot for Super Eagles of Nigeria. We've got 2 games to go. Let's see if we can win the 2 matches. Here is the Super Eagles No Tension.
And diversity brings beauty, just like the rainbow.
TY Mix.
It's hard to replace.
In June.
Such a good feeling when the news of unity fills the air while the wind blows.
Super Eagles, no tension. You are winning by the grace of God. You shall win, you shall win, you shall win. Sawa, 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 sawa. No matter who you be, Eagles always go. 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals. No matter who you be, Eagles always go. 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals. One team.
Well, all we need to do is score goals. But a goal was scored yesterday in the UEFA Champions League, and one man who stood out for his team yesterday happens to be Victor Osimhen, who scored from the spot kick for his Turkish side in Turkey last night against the Liverpool. Well, Victor Osimhen scored the only goal as Galatasaray defeated Liverpool. Now, moving away from that this morning, let's look at all the results and reactions from managers. So, Jose Mourinho came to the Stamford Bridge, but returned home with 0.0 goals as 10-man Chelsea defeated Benfica. Here's a reaction of the former Chelsea boss.
Yes, no doubt. We started well, we controlled well. We had, I don't know if I can say big chances, but we had chances for sure. The goal is probably the only little mistake that we made defensively. I think Rios and Dedic, they both closed the same area, and they left Garnacho wide to put the ball on the face of the goal. But even so, the team was very stable, was very confident, and was permanently pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. In the last period, I've tried to play fresh people. I tried to play a second striker. I tried to play a new left winger. I saw Malo Gusto in difficulties. But then Maresca has Malo Gusto in difficulty.
Well, Jose Mourinho, I know a lot of Chelsea fans will be happy this morning, but remember, Jose Mourinho had a lot of connections with some Nigerian players, not only Nigerian players, but also some teams connected to Nigerians like Chelsea, like Manchester United, like Real Madrid. And everybody will always remember how Jose Mourinho turned John Mikel Obi from being a creative midfielder to a defensive midfielder. But we'll move on. Atalanta defeated Club Brugge 2-1. Ademola Lookman having a start for Atalanta in that one. Real Madrid whitewashed Kaya at Almaty 5-0. Atletico Madrid continued their scoring form, going to the UEFA Champions League from the Madrid derby, beating Eintracht Frankfurt 5-1. Tottenham, Bodo Glimt played out 2-2 draw as Inter Milan whitewashed Slavia Prague 3-0. Marseille in France defeated Ajax 4-0 as Bayern Munich defeated Pafos 5-1. I said it yesterday. Harry Kane will surely continue to be scoring right there. But now let's get the reaction of Arne Slot following the loss against Galatasaray.
For me, it was a different loss than the one we had against Palace, because for me there was a lot more to like, especially in the first half, which was maybe different to the Palace game. And in the second half, it became harder and harder for us to create. First of all, because they were fighting with all they had, so you always have to give credits to them. Second of all, because we hardly played in the second half.
It seemed that...
And we've hardly played, I mean, the ball was hardly in play. That's difficult.
Yeah, it was a difficult game. Maybe the tactics of Galatasaray coach made that game change. But now looking at matches going down tonight, Karabag will take on the FC Copenhagen by 5:45. Same time, Newcastle United will be on the road against the Royal Union SG. And for coach Eddie Howe, after that loss against the Arsenal, believes that the team now needs to bounce back. Also, win on the road.
Winning is the be-all and end-all, and it's never been lost to me as manager. You can play as well as you want, but you have to try and win, and you have to try and find a way to win in all types of performance. And we've done that well for the last few years. And I think in terms of our Champions League campaign, it is important that we do that very, very quickly. Otherwise, we're going to leave ourselves too far to come. And it'll be the same in the Premier League. So I think the players know that. They're not inexperienced. They've got a really experienced group that have been through a lot together. And we know that the ultimate thing that we're judged on is how many points we get. Yeah, I think that winning away is as much psychological as anything else. And I think there is a step to go in any competition to do that. And I think that is what really elevates you, because then when you return home, you feel lifted from that. You know, away performances and results are so important to your psychology. It's not lost on us. We know that our away form, it's a strange one because actually we've been very competitive, really, really resilient and defensively so strong. So I back us with the players that we have that those moments will come back.
Let us be hopeful that Newcastle United will also have some players, make a return. Looking at players already out of this one. Ashby, Gillespie, Lashley is inactive. Yes, no, not registered. Livramento due to knee injury. Ramsey due to ankle injury. Rudy inactive. Wisa due to knee injury. However, for Royal Union SG, will be missing the services of Rogs due to red card, as Ghanaian Fusieni will be missing this one due to ankle injury. Now, looking at other matches going down tonight in the UEFA Champions League at 8 p.m. time, Arsenal will take on Olympiacos Perio right there at the Emirates Stadium. And for Mikel Arteta, he wishes to create history with fans tonight at the Emirates Stadium.
For sure, we can learn and take things from many clubs, and in Europe there are some great examples as well. One thing is the things that we can do externally to that. We cannot compare ourselves to a city as well that has got one club, which it brings everything together much easier. In London, unfortunately, we have so many, and it's a very different context. But as well, I think there is a history between that crowd and that team. And the moment that you start to go through nights like we went last year, that creates that bond and that will to experience and be willing to experience those nights again. And I think we have started to create that story, and hopefully tomorrow we create another one.
Okay, so let us hope that will be created tonight. Now, Barcelona will be up against the PSG. I want to see how Lamine Yamal will be up against Dembele, but due to what we have been hearing concerning the Paris Saint-Germain team, will be missing the services of Dembele due to a thigh injury. Doy also ruled out due to calf injury. Kvaratskhelia has been ruled out due to muscle injury, and Marquinhos due to thigh injury. Barcelona will be missing the services of Garcia, Gavi, Lopez, Rafinha, and Ter Stegen. So, well, despite that, a lot of people will still want to put their money on Barcelona. But let's keep our fingers crossed to see what happens between former champions Barcelona and defending champions PSG. Now, Bayer Leverkusen will be in Germany against the PSV Eindhoven, and the Borussia Dortmund will also sit back at home in Germany against Athletic Bilbao. Monaco will be in France, hosting Manchester City. For Pep Guardiola believes that his team, if you call them not favorites, it doesn't matter. All he needs to see is a better team tonight in France.
I want the players believe that they are good. I don't care. I could not care less what the people say about things. So we are favorites during 9 years every time. When I'm sitting here in the press conference, when I arrive 1 decade ago from Bayern Munich, and the people start to think you have to win the Champions League, you are favorites, and we don't win. So that doesn't count anything. It's how you do in the field. We'll be favorites if we play good. We'll be favorites if we, step by step, every game we are better and better. That is the step we have to do, and still we have had the feeling margin to improve. And in that moment, of course, we are a little bit incognito to know what's going to happen, but we are there. So last season we were in the verge to don't be in this competition. Still, every time I play this competition this season, I remember that, and I talk about with my people. So we could not be here. We could be in Europa League, or we could be out. And being here is try to do it better than last season. And tomorrow is an important step, to make a good round.
Okay, well, for Pep Guardiola, but one man who made a move from Monaco years back to become one of the important players in Manchester City is Silva. Bernardo Silva believes that all he needs to do right now is to see how to make the crop of players currently in the Manchester City squad have the mentality of winning. Well, he also made it clear that he's focused on the team and not about when he's leaving Manchester City.
I know exactly what I'm going to do, but it's not the time to talk about it. It's time to focus here, to focus at Man City, to try to do my best to put the club back where it belongs. And as I said, as we know that we've had a lot of captains that left in the past, but it's the guys that have the most experience to pass it to the young guys, and hopefully they'll be the next ones to pass that experience on regard of my contract. I'm really focused on doing a proper season with Man City and be as well as possible to perform and to bring back the team and the club to the level where it deserves to be.
Well, Bernardo Silva speaking there. And now let's quickly look at other matches going on tonight in the UEFA Champions League. Napoli will be in Italy hosting Sporting CP, as Villarreal will be in Spain hosting Juventus. And well, remember tonight, away from the UEFA Champions League, now let's talk about the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Games have been decided this morning. Japan defeated Chile 2-0. South Korea recorded a goalless encounter against 10-man Paraguay. And by 9 o'clock, Italy will be up against Cuba as Spain hosts Mexico. Now for Saliba, he's happy to extend his contract with Arsenal as he eyes more trophies with the Gunners.
Yeah, I'm so happy to sign the new deal with my club. So yeah, I have to keep going and keep going like this to help the team to win some trophies. Yeah, of course, I think it's the only thing that we miss here is the win trophies, and we all believe in the project and in the future. We have a good squad, good staff, good coach, so yeah, we are close to achieve things, so we have to keep going like that, and I'm sure
keep going like that. That's how I'll be going out of the studio this morning. But Comrade Ayode Jaji Shokbe is joining Comrade Adedamola Lafenwa on the anniversary edition of AM Updates, looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Nigeria 65, we all listen to Mr. President's speech, talking about the economy, talking about how far Nigeria has been, education sector, also advising the youth, all hands must be on deck. Olaleke Oluotoyin saying happy Independence Day and a happy birthday to my daughter. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter. Well, this is Original Nigeria. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. I'm an original Nigerian. Like what I say, we say keep doing sports and stay safe.
You can never please anybody, you know. They say you're fat, you're too tall, you're too lazy, you're too this, you're too that. Man, just do your own thing. Do your own thing.
Everybody said that I couldn't make it.
Original Nigeria.
They said that I would fall.
Oh, yeah.
Every time they said a record, I would break it.
Like a record.
And then I'd walk tall.
I'm the champion.
I will live and I will not die. I am Nigerian, I know go fit lie.
Can't lie about that.
Survival is the name of the game. So please, leave me, I'm sane.
Leave me insane.
So many things wanna crush me. Everybody one day toss me.
Throw you around the place.
But I tell them, say